Okay, hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to. It's 3 o'clock. Christ, I can't believe it's 3 o'clock. I'm supposed to go live like an hour ago. Okay, welcome to HAFEZ Reflects at Hyde Park at the women's tree talking thing with Kelly Jean Kay, who is a famous feminist and anti-trans, or if you like, trans exclusionary radical feminists. They are known as TERFs. I believe you may know that someone like J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter movies, she is considered a TERF. And the TERFs have a monthly meeting every last Sunday of and they're about to finish, so good timing, really. We came finding that they're about to all finish. As you can see, they're just finished their meeting of the TERFs. They mostly postmenopausal women and lesbians, but they have their weekly meeting here, well, monthly meeting. And they just wrapped it up for another month. So usually Kelly hangs around a bit longer to get some video photos, photo ops and stuff like that with the fans, and then she eventually leaves. I want to get closer to see if I can actually get a shot of Kelly. I believe there she is, fiddling with her camera, trying to wrap it up. And this is the monthly meeting of the TERFs in London. I'm not sure if there was one during Christmas. I don't remember it. But that's that. How's it going, guys? I hope the sound is good. Could you guys give me a quick sound check? I should really be doing it myself. Actually, let me.
I was out with my friends last but I've only started since Saturday at about 1 a.m. So I think I better give it a couple of days. I said to my husband, I feel really nice. I feel really good when you know these lifestyle. I never kind of been away for 28 hours. That's kind of good on it. I just think I cycle.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the sound check is over. I can hear a lot of murmuring and rumblings, and I think it is good. Purposefully, I'm going to step away from The sound is in fact coming through the not through the phone. Can't tell. I think the sound is actually coming through the phone. Damn it. I think the sound is coming through the phone. Reach it. Damn.
Everyone wanted to put me last time, but I was like, I'm going to do this seriously. And I've told Iris
always the problem.
your face like I'm giving you poison, like whiskey or something. Hello, I'm a steward. I know all about it, no problem. I'm just going to double check that's great.
Why, phone? Why do you torture me so? Okay, guys. At the moment, the microphones are not working. Typical, bloody typical. Let me check.
Okay, so you've got... Are you okay? Are you okay? Georgia! Yeah, are you okay?
Okay, guys. Hello. Hello. Okay, I think I got the mic working, people. I got it working. Okay, now we're getting feedback. Okay, we got it working finally. Took a few tries, but it got there. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna. Doesn't matter. It's just
Right in front.
that's
Beautiful mugshot
probably the
for
best looking thing on this.
thumbnail there.
Exactly. Okay, we got yeah, I think everyone's leaving, guys. I guess sound is back. I am glad. That looks peaceful. There wasn't a single kind of pro-trans person in sight. There was no counter protest to this. It was just a very nice mellow, and Kelly is long gone. I don't know where she is, but yeah, it's just people now just generally chatting. So I'm gonna. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go up to the mayhem that is Speaker's Corner. Unfortunately, I had to get the sound right again. Sound always a problem with these live streams. But for now, what was I gonna do? Yeah, share this on your socials, please, or share this with my Banksy audience. I'm gonna try and throw some of this to the Banksy audience because not a lot of Banksy guys know that I go live here. Big up, Si. Sorry, guys. Big up, Simon. Big up, Irish. Big up, Mustafa. No name. Hello, everyone. I can see everyone from the scientific method. Big up, Wee Man. Love Wee Man. Sounds fine, mate. Yeah, that was with the previous sound. Hopefully with the new sound, it's even better. Anyway, hope everything's good, Simon. Hope the knee's holding up, mate. Recovering fast. Yeah, generally do your thing, boys and girls. Throw this to your socials. Yeah, generally. Okay, sounds good. I can hear myself pretty well. I'll be honest, I'm not going to mess around. It's cold. And the cold slowly seeps into your bones. Anyway, I'm going to stick this bad boy here. It's right in the middle of the microphone. It's kind of like a movie set boom mic, just peeping in. Anyway, I'm gonna go say hi to a couple of people over with Steve. Oh, by the way, guys, just want to do a quick promo. Steve is running for Reform UK. That's right, our very own Steve. Our very own Steve. Can you guys see? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that presidential picture. It looks better than Biden. Looking out into the distance. Our own Steve. Yes. and these are all the other candidates of reform, if you're interested in it. And this gentleman, Howard Cox is running for mayor. Please elect him if you live in London. Go vote for anyone except Sadiq Khan. Anyone. I just want to drive more than 20 miles an hour. Is that a crime? It is right now. Big up Fun with Dirt. How's it going, my man? This is the sort of Sunday ritual, my Sunday homage to the freedom of speech gods at Speaker's Corner. But I'm not at Speaker's Corner right now. I'm at the feminists, the turf tree, because there's a bunch of turfs who gather here on a Sunday. But they're all going now. As you might be able to see this behind me. There you go. There's a lady called Kelly Jean Kay, or otherwise infamously known as Posey Parker. She used to be here. She used to come down. She does come down. What am I talking about? Used to be called Posey Parker, now Kelly Jane, and she's going under her own name. That was like her internet name. And the turfs gather here every Sunday, once a month, the last Sunday of every month, in order to give the turfing speeches and all that jazz. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm on board with that. They don't want men with schlongs in women's changing rooms, and I kind of I'm down with that. I think that women with penises should not be changing rooms with women with vaginas. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm just that kind of guy. Love Steve, reforms suck. All right. I guess we gotta. Okay, that's the perfect location to metal. Oh yes, Fun with Dirt. You're right, man. I gotta come here, and the thing is, I don't think they let you dig up Hyde Park. This is like a Hyde Park. This belongs to the king. Essentially, these are royal parks. I'm not entirely sure they're going to let me walk around with maybe if I just find something with my bare hand, but definitely I can't dig this place up with a shovel. Hell no. The police will have something to say about that. But you're right though. You may be able to find a lot of odd and ends just on the floor itself, amongst the dog shit. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the crazy madness that is Speaker's Corner, but for now, I have to just say hello to a few people. Unfortunately, put you guys facing this way for a bit while I say hello, because we have someone who doesn't want to be on camera. Okay, let me just say hi to Andy, and then I'm out of here.
It goes back to.
I'm gonna go up, but Andy, I'm gonna go back to the whole thing. I'm gonna go back to the madness. I'll see you in a bit, dude. Yeah, because I'm live, so I don't want to interrupt. Ladies. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, we're gonna make it back. We're gonna go back to the insanity and the open air madhouse that is Speaker's Corner. Bit of a walk, well, as always, a bit of a trek. Now let me. Oop, that bent. I shouldn't have bent. Okay. Okay, I'm having this hang above me. Okay, sorry guys, the microphone just fell. Where are we? Are you able to see me? Okay, we're good. I'm just making my way downtown, walking fast. No, we're not. I've had that song in my head for like four or 5 days now. It's insane. But no, we're walking to Speaker's Corner online. No, just the Speaker's Corner. the crazy insane asylum that is Speaker's Corner. Funny thing is, it's 3 o'clock. This whole thing's going to be over in like 2 hours. 2 hours is all right. 2 hours is a good stream, right? It's a decent time for a quick stream. We can make it. Should have done a StreamYard, then I could have a panel and then discuss all this shit. I'll be honest, I can't be arsed. I really can't be arsed. Okay, where am I going? Oh shit, took the wrong fucking direction. Supposed to be going that way. I gotta cross all that shit. Totally going the wrong way. Totally going the wrong way. Totally going the wrong way. Okay, whilst we walk, I shall serenade you with some songs. For example, where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a shiny steed? Late at night I toss and I turn, and I dream of what I need. Ooh, I need a hero. I'm looking out for a hero. Till the morning light. I'm holding out. That's it. I'm holding out for a hero. Till the morning light. Oh yeah. I thought I'd serenade you whilst I walk. Okay, I'm not really one of these guys that does commentary. You know those people who do gaming and then they comment over it? It's a tremendous skill, you know. It's much more skillful than you think. Because you can't just, like, I'm walking. I don't really have any shit to say. I'm just walking. Waiting to get to the destination. So why would I be talking about things? Okay, here we are, where Christianity and Islam come together. Here we are. We made it, boys and girls. To say there's a few cameras is an understatement around here. Bear with me while I get the legs out. Okay. Oh, okay. The taller chap is a Christian. I'm not entirely sure who the shorter chap is, but I've seen the taller chap. He's definitely Christian, and he's good. And he lays the smack down pretty well. I can see. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's see what these chaps are all about.
Are you going to allow someone to be evil to you and disobey Jesus? Yes or no? According to this, please.
We're not done yet. Let him finish the entire thing. Then we respond. Finish.
You see how he's thinking about this? You see how he's thinking?
Finish it.
Because it shows that he's a thinking,
Finish it.
human being.
I want you to give the three examples, and then we'll talk about them. Finish it. Carry on.
Can you
finish it?
Give me a question.
Finish it.
Okay, so my question is this. Right. This gentleman pointed out to Matthew 5:38, right? It says, you have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say, so now Jesus is saying. So Jesus is now superseding what clearly in the Old
Because
Testament,
he
right?
is the Lord of the Sabbath.
Right. So it says, but I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil, but if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn him the other also. And if anyone sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, then go with him 2 miles. Give the one who begs from you. Do not
Guys, let's take a quick pause. Do you want me to stay here or do you want me to move on? Because these guys are having some really deep Christian theology sort of conversations. It's kind of boring. So, yeah, it's up to you guys.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
If there was a line of 10 people who wanted to slap you and do evil, what is Jesus saying?
YouTube.
Is that what the verse means? Is that what it means? Okay, step 2. Let's have serious value.
Okay, I'm gonna move to HAFEZ reflex.
Binary.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the screaming people because it's more interesting. Sorry.
Never acknowledge the slave trade in East Africa going to Arabia of black people. The white people of England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, they said sorry for the slavery. But why can't you? Tell me, why can't you?
You cannot talk about Jesus.
Oh yeah, change the topic.
You cannot talk about Jesus.
Oh yeah, Jesus had no slaves. Muhammad had slaves. It doesn't make sense. Why is it America had a bloody civil war in the 19th century about slavery and finishing it? And yet Saudi Arabia only got rid of slavery in 1968. Why?
Our Muslims are killing Christians in Nigeria. How about that?
Was that part of the Gaza offensive recently? I don't know whether
They bombed the church and they say so.
Hey, I haven't finished. Oh, I haven't finished.
Didn't they kill their own hostages? Didn't they kill their own hostages?
Hey, young man, I got no way. Hey, what's the context? What's the context?
They bombed their own hostages. Simple.
What's the
They were wearing white
context?
flags. Simple. And they bombed the church. And the Pope condemned them. Sinners. Israelis killing their own hostages.
Why do you want to keep hostages? Kidnap children, burn alive, Jewish babies. And then you say, oh, Gaza, blah, 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 blah. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1971, King Hussein of Jordan killed 25,000 Palestinians. Why? And he got Pakistan, the general of Pakistan, to come and help him. Did you complain? No. You're a bunch of phonies.
EAE, yes, God created the T-Rex and left it here to confuse us. We're done. Yeah, it looks like this guy's done for the day. It took a while, but I think let's have a little more wander around, see what's going on.
By the Son of God, God Himself giving His only begotten Son to die.
Okay, I'm not sure. This place actually got busy since I was away. It was kind of dead until now. Hello, Mr. Wendell. Can I engage with you?
He's interrupted Monsieur.
He's no. Oh, is he messing with Mansour? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh. How is this? Oh, what is this? Whose flag?
It's Cyrus the Great's flag.
Oh, is it? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know the Cyrus's flag. Did you guys bring this? Or? Oh, fantastic. All right, we're going old school Persian here. This is the OG flag.
What is that, brother? What is it? That is the flag of Cyrus. Oh, no, I know that. The actual bird. What is it? It's just the eagle. Those eagle figures. Yeah, those eagle figures are like protective figures.
Voices are both saying the same thing at the same point in the story, Mansour. Mansour, what about that contradiction in the Quran? Mansour, what about the contradiction in your Quran, in your Hadith, that say, oh, notice the pushing, notice the pushing, notice the pushing, in a minute, and then they'll be trying to find me. Walk away, bro. Walk away, bro. You can't get violent. The things that they can believe. No, you can't do this. Right. Someone push me. Children, calm down. My man with no testicles! Come here! Hey Bob, come here! Jonathan, come here! Sit down!
Alright. Let's see what's happened. What's happened to Bob? How's it going, guys? How are you, sir? Nice to meet you. Good to see you. How's it going, James?
It's not
Has anybody seen that book? He ran to Mansour, he interrupted the conversation, but yet, when I speak to him, the fact is, the Bible says this, regards to 1 Timothy 6:20-21. Oh, Timothy, keep that which is committed to the trust of faith. And if any man obey not our word, and by this epistle note that man, and have no company with him, that he may be ashamed. You are not obeying the word of the Lord as long as you are an ecumenist. Ecumenism is of the devil. Ecumenism leads to Roman Catholics, Eastern Orthodox being in partnership with each other, even though the Roman Catholic Church and its papacy agree with homosexual marriage. The Eastern Orthodox Church agree that veneration of the saints is a dogma. Do you believe in worshiping saints, sir? Do you believe in worshiping saints, sir? Would you venerate the saints? Would you kiss the foot of the picture do? You guys are clowns.
Do you believe that by eating the Lord's Supper, you get Jesus' Spirit? That's not what we born again means.
1 Thessalonians 5:22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Is Paul abstaining from all appearance of evil when he believes in the pedo Roman Catholic Church that's been housing homosexuals and pedophiles for centuries? You did the same thing to Mansour, bro. You're a hypocrite. It's on camera. You did the same thing to Mansour, bro. You are literally a clown. The fact is, the Bible clearly says there is no salvation by any other name. The Roman Catholic Church teaches clearly that Mary is the mediator of grace, that she mediates the soul. What's it say? It's 1 Timothy 2:5. For there is one God and one mediator between God and men, the man Christ Jesus. Jesus Christ is the mediator of Catholics. Jesus Christ is the mediator between souls. You pray to Jesus Christ. You don't pray to any other saint. You don't pray to any other God. Roman Catholics believe in prayers to other gods. Galatians 1:8-9-10. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which shall preach unto you, let him be accursed. As we have said to you, so we say again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that which shall receive, let him be accursed. And now we have another attempt.
How come you believe that by eating the Lord's Supper you get saved, JC?
Why do you believe that?
Because you're not born again. Notice that it's because they don't know what it means. They don't have the Holy Spirit. They have a satanic spirit in them. You need to have the Holy Spirit to be saved. You need to be born again. It is not about eating away from the church or drinking wine. It's about
this is the Catholic This is the Catholic Catechism.
We have Muslims
This is the
coming into this.
It says
This whole thing is getting exciting.
We declare and proclaim, we define that absolutely necessary for salvation, that every human creature is subject to Roman pontiff.
This Muslim,
You are a heretic.
trying to say he paid his Christians to become a Muslim.
You're a heretic.
That's what he just said.
You're a heretic.
He's just
The fact
saying
is,
he
he's
paid
not
his
ignoring the
Christians.
whole thing. The reason is because they don't have an army.
That is why
to do
the
what
weak
they say.
will become Muslims. Because they are
And that's why the weak will become Roman Catholics as well. Because Roman Catholics believe in paint images and other gods, just like the Muslims do. The fact is, Paul is not going to answer the questions, unfortunately. I'm going to read this. This is from St. Athanasius about the church. Now, these Catholics, if you want to have a conversation with them, these Catholics believe in the faith of a God.
You refute him.
For they
that
hold the place.
refutation.
But you scolding. Not the absolute faith. They are eschewing the places outside of the true faith. While you are outside the places indeed, on the faith of the
Where's Clark? Where's Clark?
to praise the
beside
Lord.
He's throwing the towel.
If you're inside the church,
Clark's gone. Father, he's gone.
apostolicity doesn't get you a true church. He's violating his own Christian law.
It's very simple. If one man does it, another man will do it. I didn't want to do it, but guess what? All the time! All the time! Every time! All the time! Every time! Yes, all the time! Idris! Is the mic registry? You're being the thing we say he hates. Is the mic working? You're being the thing we say he hates. Is the mic working? Why are you doing this? No, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. That's not when Bob did it, did anyone stop him? No! So you're just as bad then. You're just as bad. But when I do it, just as bad. They try and stop me. You're just as bad, Idris. You're just as bad. Is it justice or injustice? You're just as bad, Idris. It's just all regardless. Idris, you've lost it. You're better than this. You're better than this, Idris. You've lost it. Look at the example you're setting to the young Muslims, Idris. Look at the example you're setting to the young Muslims. This is a new one. We'll never walk alone. We'll never walk
Very, very and this guy started pushing.
كرتنوه يا الربع تعال هلك مسلم غير مسلم. Oh my God, this is beautiful. It's amazing to learn something from a Christian, believe it or not, and enact it. It's an epiphany. I've had an epiphany. I should have followed Bob all the time. والله يغشونك والله I think I need to read Bob's manual. I'm sure there's some more good stuff. I can take out.
Conversation. 50 people. Let me see. They've got mics strapped on, so I guess the cameras would be picking it up. I don't have a mic on him, but he's. I know Soko has a mic on him, and Revelations has a mic on him. So the mics will pick it up for sure.
So, they've interrupted me again. Okay. So let's go back.
Thank you for teaching me, Bob. I'm sure a great teacher. Thank you, Bob. I'm sure.
Sorry, thank you. It's because Siraj.
You know, last week Siraj kept interrupting Bob.
Oh, did he?
So he said on camera that he would interrupt the Dawah today.
Oh, I see.
He's got that rule. If you interrupt him, he interrupts the Dawah.
I see.
Well, let's go to the railings and see if we can. Hold on a second.
So give some context, Bob. What's been happening?
So, brothers and sisters, let's be clear what happened.
What happened, Bob?
Please come in, because all you're doing is giving space for people to come in and cause.
What happened there, Bob?
So let's be clear about what happened. By the way, I don't know whose microphone I've lost.
It's Revelation.
I don't, probably, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
You only had one, Bob, with that.
Okay. Well, I mean, there was two microphones before, so one of you guys is missing a microphone. Anyway, so let's be clear what happened. I was having a conversation with a Muslim, a nice conversation, and then Sam Dawah started interrupting, right? And I've always said, every time Sam Dawah interrupts me, I'm going to go and interrupt one of the Dawahs, one of the Da'is. And that's exactly what I did. I went to Mansour, who complained that I was interrupting him, and then I discovered that Mansour had actually interrupted a conversation himself and was complaining about me interrupting him. This is the level of conceit that exists within the Dawagandists in this park. They literally think that they can behave in one way, but if you push back, if you give them a taste of their own medicine, somehow you're treading on their toes.
They get offended.
They get offended. You must not allow them to bully you in this park.
No way.
You must not allow them to intimidate you in this park.
No way.
And what we are witnessing here in this park is a microcosm of what is already happening outside of the park. Okay? So I'm going to try and give you an example of that, of why secularism is failing. Okay?
Oh, before you go there, what about the sectarian Brothfire also behaving like a...
Also, ladies and gentlemen, to be absolutely fair, it wasn't just Sam Dawah that interrupted the evangelism that was going on. A sectarian cloud chaser called Bloodfire also interrupted the evangelism.
Is he a Muslim, Bob?
And he is a Christian, sadly. And he thought it was more important to try and start a sectarian argument, right? That it was more important to interrupt an evangelism of a Muslim, where we were trying to share the faith of our Lord with a Muslim. He thought it was more important to interrupt that to push some sectarian point. And that is the problem with the sectarian spirit, is that it results in Christians betraying Christians, ladies and gentlemen. The reality is, brothers and sisters, that a house divided against itself will fall. A house and a people that are unwilling to stick up for themselves will be defeated. Will be defeated, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a talk on how liberal secularism is failing our society, ladies and gentlemen. So, bear with us 1 second. So, ladies and gentlemen, who has heard of the Michaela Community School and what's happening at the Michaela Community School? Put your hands up. What is happening at the Michaela Community School is that a head teacher, for the sake of the peace of her school, had to ban Muslim prayer. She had to ban Muslim prayer because through it, certain students who appear to have been radicalised by radical parents were starting to bully and intimidate other students to keep Islamic practices, even though, ladies and gentlemen, even though they didn't want to. Like
Other Muslims?
Other Muslim students, yes, including Muslim girls who didn't want to wear the hijab, or Muslim boys and girls who didn't want to do the fast. And they were being empowered because they were using the prayer as a form of enticement and coercion to other Muslim students in that school. The Muslim community, or aspects and members of the Muslim community, were intimidating and harassing the school because they didn't have the facilities to give the Muslims a prayer room. Were allowing the Muslims to pray in the yard, the school playground. And for that reason, a hate campaign of intimidation, including racial abuse, vandalism, death threats, were being sent to the school and directed to teachers at the school.
Racial abuse of black teachers?
Yes, racial abuse of black teachers happening by members of the Muslim community against the Michaela School. This episode doesn't sit in isolation. Put your hand up if you know about the Batley Community School and what happened there. There, a teacher wanted to give a talk, a lesson about blasphemy, and they used an example of the cartoons of Muhammad, which Muslims consider blasphemy, as an example of what blasphemy looks like. The result of that was that that teacher faced death threats and has now been in hiding for 2 years.
How many?
2 years, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows about what happened to the pupil at the Wakefield School?
The Quran.
So there was a child that brought a Quran into school as part of a dare, and in some type of scuffle with other pupils, the Quran fell to the floor and was smudged on its outside cover.
I remember that.
This resulted in death threats and intimidation against the boy and their family. And then the police, listen to this, the police dragged that family into the mosque to give a public apology. Ladies and gentlemen.
And the latest, and also that incident was recorded as a non-hate,
and then recorded what the child did as a non-hate crime. The Leighton School, Steve, what happened there? Tell everybody. Loud and clear.
Primary school in Leighton where, here we go. For obvious reasons, the school said we don't want kids coming in wearing political flags, badges and stuff, and the kids all of a sudden started coming in with Palestinian flags, and the school quite rightly said you can't do that. And again, the school started getting death threats, threats of violence. They had to close early before Christmas, and they've been contemplating whether they need to close.
And if you are a Protestant believer in the Bible,
so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, what happened at the Leighton School was that a pupil came with a Palestinian flag, ladies and gentlemen, and the school has a policy about not wearing political symbols. Right, shall we move away? If you want to listen to him, stay here. If you want to listen to me, I'm going to move over there.
I'm unhappy. Oh, come on! Blackfire! This is not a good look, man. It's not a good look.
Follow me. He's not able to deal with the audience.
This is not a good look for the Christians.
Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
JC. Happy New Year, man. I see you before that. Since?
Yeah, I saw you yesterday.
I saw you yesterday at Tommy.
Why are you riding, Bob?
What is this?
You can't answer his questions. Why are you not able to answer any
How would you do it?
questions?
I suggest you stop hunting down Roman referenced it. It's funny how you hunt down Muslims and you can't face me. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation. Bob walked over here because he's running from me. He's running from me. Bob is running from me. That's what's going on.
There's a whole new thing happening now.
Because he wants to espouse ecumenism, but he doesn't want to defend ecumenism. Well, in the Catholic Church, the sectarian church, because they believe that anybody that's even a pope is heretic. So I mean, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. Tell him he's interrupting the conversation. It's rude, isn't it? It's rude, isn't it? It's rude, isn't it?
You have the chance.
Well, I mean, I listen to our role. He'll give you some very good points.
Really? Oh, you're going to listen to why? Are you actually going to listen to this? Abstain from all
I don't know that.
That's what 1 Thessalonians 5:22 says. The Roman Catholic Church teaches that Mary is the mediatrix of all graces. The Roman Catholic Church teaches.
No, I'm not.
He's calling me a troll, a sectarian troll. You're a Catholic troll. You believe in praying to women for your salvation. Where is your salvation in the Roman Catholic Church?
Working together,
The Catholic Catechism
against the church.
The Catholic Catechism teaches that the Ten Commandments are necessary for salvation. If the Ten Commandments are necessary for salvation, then Bob is a heretic. And so is every Roman Catholic Church. The Bible says this, 2 Thessalonians 3:14. If any man obey not the word of God, but his apostle, knows that man and have no company with him. Let's read the Bible, not what Bob says. All you Bobites out there, I challenge you from the Roman Catholic tradition. All you Bobites of the Eastern tradition, why are you not correcting Bob on the fact that he believes in a total annihilation of the soul when the Roman Catholics don't believe in total annihilation of the soul? I'm not a Catholic, this dog is. He's a Catholic. He says he's a Catholic multiple times. And he runs from me every time I bring it up. It's actually hilarious. Can I? He's a heretic because he doesn't affirm the teachings of the Bible. If you as Christians believe that the Bible is a sole authority, Bob does not believe in that. Yeah, he is, because he's using you. He's manipulating you. He's not even a Muslim. You are a demon. The fact is, the Anglican Church teaches homosexual marriage, and yet these two clowns here believe in gay marriage. Imagine believing in gay marriage. 1 Corinthians 6:9 says that homosexuals will not receive the kingdom of heaven.
Okay.
That's what you hear.
What were you here with?
The fight's going to run. They are. It's going to run from our own. I don't believe you're Christian. I don't believe you're Christian. You don't affirm the doctrines of faith. You believe in another gospel. You are not a Christian. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm asking for a conversation on the Bible. I didn't attack you. Did I hurt you? Did I hurt him at all? Did I hurt him at all?
Let's not talk. No, for sure.
The fact is she's trying to manipulate the conversation. And you're going to let one church. He's running from
if it was another church,
There we go. Bob, church is those who affirm the doctrines of grace, faith alone, by grace alone, in Christ alone.
Really don't appreciate this. Excuse me, boss. I do not appreciate this.
Bob says it's a humanism.
This is clear to
Bob
you.
says it's a humanism.
Never, he says God. I have never
Bob, come on, let's have a conversation.
He says God.
Bob is interrupting conversation. Please. No, we're not debating crime. Homosexuality.
He says God.
No homosexuality. God. If you pray to another God, you're a heretic. Whatever you want, be there to the man and God. The man and God should be served. The fact is, the Bible disputes and refutes the heresy of humanism.
Come on now.
They all want us to run. The devil's on the field day. They want us to run. Bob wants us to run.
Why you guys sharing this on?
Okay, I'm trying to talk to Bob.
He's doing this on purpose. He's going to generate like a little bit of a... But unfortunately...
When their brother sins against me, not due to the sin itself, but due to the Christian, yes, take him aside and have the conversation. So then that's 4 steps long, because there's another step to it as well. It says that if the brother doesn't listen, yes, then rebuke him. But the witnesses is not due to calculation of unbelievers. It's due to the calculation of believers, which means the church itself. Yes, to have that discussion, this discussion should be private. It should be in private. Yes, and that is biblical itself.
But it's also political. I mean, everyone sort of, recognises there's a sort of 2 factions here. There's a big issue with...
No. Go right.
Is that your friend? Is that your friend?
I mean, let's there's a certain way of doing it.
Follow me. You can't take any answers. You can't take any questions because you have no answers, Bob. You know this, Bob, because your father is Satan. You're a son of Satan.
Oh, this is...
You're a son of Satan.
Oh, this is going to be even more fun.
You're not showing prayer to saints or prayer to Mary in one of them, because no Catholic can. Now you claim on camera that you are a Catholic. That's what you claim. You claim that you are Catholic. So, but that's the thing. If you're going to be a Catholic, you're going to prevent Catholicism. That's what you claim. But you can know your head. This is what you claimed on camera. I've got many footage of it. Do you want me to bring it up for you to show you?
Mary will curse you.
Mary will curse me. Yeah, that's the sad. That's the sad thing. Mary might curse me because of the jinn they've got inside of it. The fact is, it says here, 1 Thessalonians 5:22, abstain from all appearance of evil. If you, my friends, are engaging in Roman Catholic worship and veneration of icons in Eastern tradition, you, my friend, are engaging in heresy. That's the fact. The Bible says in Galatians 1:8-9, it says this, but that we or an angel from heaven, and this is your Bible, do you want me to get up the authoritative version for you? But though we or an angel from heaven preach any of gospel unto you, and that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. No, he will go to Mansour. He'll come to clowns like this. He'll go to everybody, but he'll run from me. We're seeing a marathon right now. We're seeing a marathon of Bob running from people, like 5 other different people. 1 Timothy 2:5, KJV version. And I can get up another version. But what version's the best version, huh? Any version?
You can't answer because if it's not truth in you, Bob.
Which version? I'll get a Catholic Bible. I can get a Catholic Bible.
Because you're a liar.
1 Timothy 2:5. For there's one God and one mediator between God and man, Christ Jesus. Now, can Mary answer our prayers? Can Mary answer our prayers? No? Yes? Maybe? She can't, can she? Well, that's because the Bible doesn't state she can. The problem is, you attack, and people like this, I just want to understand about Protestants. They'll come here and be Bobites and defend Bobbery, but Bob has his own religion. The religion of Bob. And Bob is the Pope. He gets to decide what the church teaches about council. Did you know that Bob denies the 5th council of the church that says that death is eternal damnation? He believes in annihilation. Why do you believe in annihilation, Bob? Surely that doesn't make you Catholic in your theology. How do you reconcile these things when your own church is condemned? He calls us sectarians. He calls us sectarians, but his own church is
My brother, did you notice that the Christians have got no more argument now? They've interrupted us, so we're going to interrupt them back.
The circus of Paul. I have no idea. This is the circus of Bob. Cirque du Soleil. Revelations, did you find your microphone? You lost one. Sorry? Do you know whereabouts? Did you take a look? It's bound to be over there. That's exactly. I'll tell you again. I'll tell you again. No, I've got this crappy one, but I stick these little stickers on them.
Bob, expect me to rescue him. It's not happening.
Why not?
Because Bob is Roman Catholic.
I answered. I think we need the Benny Hill thing. You're right.
No, the feminists will just complain. they got the girls from Formula 1 removed. They wanted to get the girls from the odds removed. They want to get circular moment. You didn't see that. Someone did cut that in. I think it was Simon who cut it in with. He cut that with the Benny Hill.
It might have been my idea originally, or maybe I'm
Oh yeah.
But I think actually I did message Simon or something, and I said, and not having no tech skills, I said, look, get this, and I sent somebody, it might have been Simon or you, I sent the link to the YouTube video, Yakety Sax, which is the name of the piece, and then just run this on another window, and somebody put it together,
Yeah. I think this will be another one actually. I may do this one.
Yeah.
The problem is the song is copyrighted. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, we're just doing it.
The song is what?
The song is copyrighted, so your channel gets demonetized. But quite often they don't block it. I don't care because my channel isn't monetized anyway. No.
Not just the video.
The video, sorry, the video is demonetized. But the thing is, my channel isn't even monetized. It doesn't really matter. But having too many videos with copyright claims on them doesn't the algorithm. But I will do this. Stick it on Rumble. You can stick anything on Rumble.
It's not working. Edifying. This is not edifying people.
This is getting ridiculous. Come on, James! Give it up, James! Bloodfire, come on, man. Come on.
Yes, we have. My friend, if you want to talk about it, you can. The Roman Catholic Church teaches that believing in the papacy is necessary for salvation, right? If you don't know that, then you are against the gospel. Because what I'm saying is this, right? No, Amy, man. No. Okay, so I'm going to say this. If you believe in ecumenism, bro, that the fact that these heretics are not Christians, then you are one of them, and you are on your way to hell. Because the Bible says anybody.
Because the thing is, he's attacking me because he says I'm a Roman Catholic. I'm not even a Roman Catholic. That's the thing that's so hysterical about it. He's attacking me because he says I'm a Roman Catholic. I'm not even a Roman Catholic.
I am a Roman Catholic.
That's fine. I know you're my brother in Christ. But I'm not a Roman Catholic, and he's attacking me because I'm a Roman Catholic. So, ladies and gentlemen. So, I want to try and finish a talk that I started earlier. Back onto secularism and how secularism is not going to protect us as Christians. It's not going to protect us, and it is not going to help us. We've already talked about the Michaela Community School. We've already talked about the Batley Community School. We've already talked about the pupil in Wakefield. Also, who remembers when certain elements of the Muslim community was protesting outside of cinemas because of a movie called The Lady of Heaven, and they said that about Fatima, and they said that this movie was blasphemous, and they were protesting outside of the Cineworld in Sheffield, ladies and gentlemen. And they closed down the viewing of the movie. And then Cineworld pulled the entire movie from all of its cinemas, ladies and gentlemen. What about the school in Birmingham that was teaching LGBTQ in its school, and the Muslims protested about it, intimidating the teachers? I've given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 examples. And in every one of those examples, the state has failed to defend teachers and to defend members of the public. We see, ladies and gentlemen, the state regularly failing to defend this corner and what this corner stands for. The state can't even defend its own values. It isn't defending its own values from Islamization. The liberal state is surrendering, ladies and gentlemen.
Why you jumped into my conversation and called me a sectarian?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I I'll talk to you later. No. You bumped into my conversation.
There we go.
I'd like to know why.
Because you're a sectarian.
Whoa.
And he's a sectarian.
Excuse me.
And he interrupted me. And so I came to stand next to you.
Why?
And then he was shouting.
And
then the guy that you were talking to started talking to me.
And
so I was polite to him. And I replied to him.
Interrupted you?
I didn't interrupt you. He interrupted you. Go talk to him.
How did he interrupt me? You came.
Well, go and look at the camera. I did not interrupt you.
What did you do by coming?
The other guy talked to me. Should I ignore him?
What did you answer me that question? What did you do by coming to me? When what did you do by coming to me? When this guy talks to me, should I ignore it? But why did you come there? Answer that question. Why did you come there? So he talked to me. Why did you come there? And I spoke to him. Why did you come there? Because he was following me. Why did you call me? Because your friend, your brother, your sectarian brother, followed me. In other words, you came there. You are not a trial. So deliberate choosing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the state has failed to protect, ladies and gentlemen, its own values. It is a failure of liberal secularism. It is a failure of liberal secularism to defend its own values. And what liberal values, ladies and gentlemen, are at stake? The value of the freedom of expression, the value of education, the value of inclusivity, the value of multiculturalism. Now I want to state clearly, not all of these values are my values. I don't believe in a lot of these values, but they are the values of the liberal secular state. And the liberal secular state has failed to defend its values. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, if the liberal secular state is not willing to defend its teachers and its values and its society, you can bet your bottom dollar, ladies and gentlemen, that when you need help, you will not be helped by the state either. And we see countless examples of that, ladies and gentlemen. We see countless examples of that. We see, for example, ladies and gentlemen, that in France, the liberal secular state has allowed thousands of churches to be vandalized and many attacked with arson, and the state has done nothing. The liberal secular state of Canada has allowed 30 churches to be burned down and has done nothing. The liberal state of America allows anti-fascista and BLM activists to interrupt church services and does nothing. Here in the UK, ladies and gentlemen, St. James Church, that you can walk to in 20 minutes, was attacked by a Muslim migrant. The Muslim migrant was caught by the police, ladies and gentlemen, and in court he said that he attacked St. James Church because he hated Christians. This is the fruit of unfiltered and uncontrolled migration. Christians are being attacked in London and the state is not defending them. We need to abandon liberal secularism if we want to deal with the threat of Islamization. And I have good news for you, because there is an alternative to liberal secularism. The alternative, brothers and sisters, is a muscular Christianity that has defeated Islamic jihad before, that has reversed Islamization in the Caucasus, in Eastern Europe, in Spain, in Portugal, in Sicily, in Malta, in Cyprus, in Armenia. Ladies and gentlemen, a muscular Christianity has not only defeated Islamists, it has reversed Islamization. The liberal secular humanists have used up the full resources of their ideology, and they have nothing left to throw at the problem. The elites of our Western society know that they have a problem, but they don't know what to do about it, ladies and gentlemen, because their liberal ideology gives them no answers, ladies and gentlemen. But as Christians, ladies and gentlemen, we are committed to the victory of the church. We are committed to the victory of the church at the time that the liberals are abandoning their own values and their own culture. Muscular Christianity is the answer that the West needs. Christians must understand that liberal secularism will not defend them. It will not save them. It didn't save them in Nigeria. It didn't save them in Lebanon. It's not saving them in France. It's not saving us here in London. It will not save us in India. It's already being reversed in Turkey. It's a game of simple sociological trumps. Who knows what I mean by trumps, the card game? Yeah?
One-upping.
Trumps the card game. My card beats your card. Well, in sociological trumps, radical Islam defeats secularism. But a muscular Christianity can defeat radical Islam. And that is why, as Christians, we must commit ourselves to a muscular Christian faith that can reverse secularization, that can reverse liberalization, and that can reverse Islamization. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Banksy, any questions? Banks!
Can you define masculine Christianity?
So, ladies and gentlemen, all of you that have got a camera, there's a guy walking around here with a grey hood and a mask covering everything but his eyes. Make sure you get him on film. Because there's absolutely no reason for anyone to be coming dressed to the park like that, unless they're possibly here to cause trouble. And he's been following me around the park for quite a bit. And I'm just putting it, he's alright, I know him. And he's doing it for protection from trouble. There are some people coming to this park protecting themselves from the state because they plan to cause trouble. Ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying he's going to, I'm not saying he will, but we all know who and how the person was dressed who tried to stab Hatun Tash. He covered everything up but his eyes. Anyway, guys, let's be clear. Let's be clear. What is muscular Christianity? Muscular Christianity is a Christian identity that is not ashamed or embarrassed about its doctrines, its values, its history, its traditions, or its customs. And it wants to live them out, full fat, without failure in society, ladies and gentlemen. And those that want to confront Christians for living out their faith, it refuses to cower from them. It refuses to run from them. I'm doing a Q&A. I'll take a question from you if you want. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I mean by muscular Christianity. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
But on the principles of free speech, the very thing that allows you to preach your religion, same as it allows them to preach theirs.
What about it?
But under a Christian theocracy, they didn't come across as fond of free speech.
So, let me answer that question. It's a very fair question.
I didn't get a question, Bob. Record it for please.
So the question is, as Christians, do we believe in free speech? The answer to that question is no. We do not. If you want to test my hypothesis, ask to preach a sermon in a church that says there is no God and see what the church says. Ask yourself if you can join a congregation and teach that we should live hedonistic lives and see what the elders of the church ask you to do. The reality is that as Christians, we don't believe in freedom of speech as a principle. However, ladies and gentlemen, we recognize that we don't live in a Christian world. And we haven't lived in a Christian world for nearly 250 years in the West, since the Enlightenment. And in this secular liberal world, so that we could preach the gospel, we have become defenders of freedom of speech for all people. And we recognise a biblical principle, which is that all citizens should be equal under the law. That's a biblical principle, ladies and gentlemen. And so if we believe that we should have free speech, then we believe that those who criticise us should be free to do so publicly, like we evangelise publicly. But, ladies and gentlemen, in the Western world, we are seeing increasing examples of the police clamp down on freedom of speech. We're seeing Christian evangelists arrested in the street because people are using the law as a weapon.
You're using freedom of speech
to stop evangelism.
You're using freedom of speech.
And the state is adopting by accident a principle, ladies and gentlemen, of Islamic blasphemy law, even though it's not on the statute books, as I have given earlier examples there too. And every time the state fails to defend free speech, all of you lose your right to speak freely. The Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen, is committed to introducing Islamophobia as an offence. But it's not introducing Christophobia as an offence, or Hinduphobia as an offence, or Sikhophobia as an offence, or Commiphobia as an offence, or Naziphobia as an offence. And does anyone doubt for a second that Britain is full of Nazi-phobes? I'm not a Nazi. I'm against the Nazis. But, ladies and gentlemen, there's no law protecting all these other groups. And yet your political establishment is considering making it illegal to criticise Islam.
Are you homophobic?
Who thinks that we should be able to criticise the slave trade? Islam teaches the slave trade. Who thinks that we should be able to criticise polygamy? Islam teaches polygamy. Who thinks that we should be able to criticise abortion? Islam teaches abortion. Who thinks that we should be able to criticise killing people for choosing to follow Christ? Islam teaches that if you're a Muslim and you begin to follow Christ, you should be executed. But yet, ladies and gentlemen, the liberal state is wanting to make criticism of Islam illegal. The Labour Party is committed to it. It's going to be in its manifesto. Our political pacifism has resulted in this. So whether you're a Christian or whether you're a liberal, you need to get off your arse and get political. Any other questions?
I just want to ask this gentleman, are you fishing for a date?
If you're doing questions to him,
because the last time I stood that close was to a woman.
Any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Are you looking for a date with Bob?
Any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
That is normally not a distance that I
Don't
would
give him
stand to a
attention,
man.
that's why he stood
I
here.
tried to whisper in his ear.
Trying to look for attention. So, ladies and gentlemen, any questions? What? Sorry, my speech? This is Speaker's Corner.
I think we've established the chap with the hat is trying to push for a date with Bob. I don't know if he's going to have much luck. Bob is not that
Any
kind
other
of,
questions,
I think he's
ladies
barking
and
up the wrong
gentlemen?
tree on that one. But we shall continue.
Going once? Going twice? Yeah, go on, Rob.
Why Muslim people are killing Christians?
Great question, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the question, Bob?
Why are Christians being killed in Egypt? Why are Christians being killed in Pakistan? Why are Christians being killed in Nigeria? Why are Christians being killed in Syria? Why are Christians being killed in Iraq? Why are Christians being killed in Iran? Why are Christians being killed in Indonesia? Why are Christians being killed in Saudi Arabia? What do these countries all have in common? Are they united by their ethnicity? No. Are they united by their economy? No. Are they united by their government? No. Are they united by their culture? No. Are they united by Islam? Yes. And that's why they are being killed, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the response of liberals.
What's the response?
When you try to speak up for persecuted Christians,
What do they say, Bob?
the liberals don't condemn the killing of Christians. They call you Islamophobic for speaking up for the thousands of Christians being killed around the world. That's what the liberals do. And that's why all those virtue signalling hypocrites like Gary Lineker, you should shove the persecuted church down their throats until they are sick of it. You must stand up for your brothers and sisters because no one else will. Any other questions? Go on, bro. No, go on.
My name is Ahmed. I'm from Egypt.
Right, yes. What's your question, Ahmed?
What is he saying?
What's your question, Ahmed?
1 second. He's saying that Muslims in Egypt kill Christians.
I said that.
That's not true.
Okay. He said, ladies and gentlemen,
What did he say?
the Muslims, ladies and gentlemen, brother, it's okay, I've got it. Pick up your phones, go to Google and fact check me right now. Do it. Fact check me. Put into Google persecution of Christians in Egypt and see how many stories you find when Muslims have killed Christians. Because the only person that's lying to you right now is him. And that's what Muslim apologists do. When you try to raise awareness about the fact that Christians are persecuted in Egypt or in Pakistan or Nigeria, the Muslim apologist doesn't condemn the persecution. There you go, that's a lot. Someone actually did it. There's more stories. Let me read one. According to the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom 2020 report, Christians in the following countries are persecuted: Brother, that doesn't actually prove this point. Where's his phone? It doesn't list Egypt. You haven't looked up Egypt. We're looking for Egypt stories. Have you got one?
It's in Egypt.
There we go. There we go. Egyptian Copts still face persecution after 1,700 years in Egypt. That's according to International Policy Digest. Open Doors. 3 Christian women left their homes in Egypt but were unable to return because of the persecution of Muslims. In Hungary today, President Novak praises the perseverance of Egypt's Christians in light of their persecution. If you believe that I'm lying, go and check for yourself if Christians in Egypt are being persecuted. Thank you, brother.
Can I talk right now?
Yeah, go on. Yes, go on, bro. This is an Egyptian Christian. Well done, well done.
If you're going to start talking about get your facts, look, I'm saying out loud. I appreciate it, but you make us look like
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you disputing the fact that Copts are persecuted in Egypt? Has a priest been stabbed to death?
Yes,
right, so thank you. And wait 1 second. Because you're trying to say that I shouldn't be raising awareness about the persecution of Copts.
I'm not saying that's
Wait a
the
second.
case.
1 second.
I'm not saying that's the case. I'm
How
not
many
saying that's the
charities are raising about the same thing? 1 second. Because you're not helping the Coptic church right now.
Sorry.
You're not helping the Coptic church right now. You're frightened to stand up for your brothers and sisters.
You're persecuting your brother right now.
Right, let's test it. Let's test
The Coptics are safe in Egypt. Can I just say something? They live like everybody else. During the revolution, there were tanks running over Christians.
There you go.
Wait,
ladies and gentlemen.
listen to me.
Not lying.
So then, what happened? A priest came when there were Christians that took the people out of the tanks and punched them on the ground. What did the priest say? He took them out and he said, "Forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Does that sound familiar?
Right, so we want to talk about Bible. So let's see if your attitude about not helping Coptic Christians is a biblical attitude.
Helping them.
By telling people to be quiet about raising awareness of their persecution.
Silence
is a
humility.
fool's idea.
The guy was stabbed.
It's a fool's idea.
The imam was stabbed in the mosque.
Who was?
He forgave
Jesus.
What did Jesus do in the temple? What did Jesus do in the temple? What did he do in the temple?
That was to his own.
What did he do in the temple?
He shouted at his own.
What did? That's not true. You're lying now. You're lying about Scripture. What does he actually say he did?
You made it into a den of thieves, and he
No. What
overthrew
did?
the
Now
tables.
this is the second time he's lied. What did Jesus do in the temple?
He overthrew the table
With what?
with his own hands.
And there you go. What did he use, sister? A whip.
Okay.
He created a whip, and he used a whip.
Yeah.
Right. So is that the actions?
Why?
Is that the actions? Is that the actions of a pacifist?
Doesn't say
Why?
Are you a pacifist?
I am not a pacifist.
Right.
I'm very much forward for my religion, but my
No.
faith-
What's a pacifist? Because you're interrupting my conversation. You're interrupting my Q&A. Remember, you're interrupting me. Is that humble?
I apologize.
So it's not humble. Right.
I'm sorry that I.
So now you have interrupted me. I'm going to challenge you.
Don't let him trick you, brother.
I'm going to challenge you. Yeah. Right. So your statement was that raising awareness about persecuted Christians is not helping.
No.
I want to
I
point
would
out.
say fact check it.
Yeah.
Before
And
you
I
get
invited,
justified.
and the thing is, I invited you to check it. I invited everyone to check it, and you actually gave examples of Copts being murdered in Egypt, so you even agreed with the facts that I stated, and then you criticised me saying fact-checking. So why are you criticising me to fact-check something when you actually gave facts that agree with my statement?
Are you a Christian?
Answer that question.
Are you a Christian?
Answer the question.
Because I want you to be actually, like, rather than make a fool out of yourself, I would like
No,
you
one
to
second.
get some... This is what I'm saying. I'm saying...
Wait, 1 second. Listen to what I said. I said Christians are being killed by Muslims in Egypt. You said, don't talk unless you fact-checked it. And then in the conversation we had, you gave examples of Muslims killing Christians. So in other words, I was speaking correctly, and then you tried to imply I was not speaking correctly. So explain to me how the statement that Muslims are killing in Egypt, Muslims are killing Christians in Egypt, is wrong.
Because we're brothers.
Because you're brothers, so they're not being killed because you're brothers.
No, but there are lots of Muslims that would rather understand the spirit of Christianity rather than understand that they are persecutors.
Right, lots of Muslims are not persecuted in Egypt.
There are some people, everyone's persecuted by the economy now, which is more than...
We're not talking about economy.
At the moment,
stick to the topic of persecution. How many times, how many bombs have gone off outside of churches in Egypt? How many bombs have gone off?
I came back from Egypt
How
2
many
weeks ago, and actually it's the Muslims that are protecting the churches outside.
Yes, because they're the security services. Yes, exactly.
So there is
and how many bombs have gone outside of churches?
A few.
A few. So we'll go back to your original accusation, because you, the liar, tried to imply, yes he is, because you tried to imply that I was not giving accurate information, and yet you have admitted that Muslims are killing Christians. Now explain this to me. How is your attitude helping the persecuted church in Egypt?
I've got nothing to say, but...
You've got nothing to say?
I've got nothing to say because...
So you just came to heckle, you came to accuse me of giving misinformation. You gave me, what you should do, brother, is help your brothers and sisters in Christ. That's what you should be doing. By telling people not to mention the persecuted church in Egypt.
Which church are you from?
I'm a Christian. I follow Christ. There's one body of Christ. We all belong to it.
Okay.
Now, no. Come back to the topic that you came and interrupted my conversation about. Because when someone interrupts me, no, what it is, bro, is I'm enraged. I'm enraged.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm enraged. I'm enraged, brother. Will you apologise to me for saying that I was lying about what was happening in Egypt?
I'm sorry that you are upset with me.
No, I didn't ask you that. Will you apologise to me for trying to imply that I was giving misinformation about what was happening?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said you should fact check it.
I said
you tried to imply.
Rather than get a phone and read something, which you don't know what you're reading.
Was I lying?
Yet from the phone,
That's a lie, is it? That's a lie. So when it's recorded by multiple sources, including governmental sources, Coptic sources, because the Coptic sources release Coptic sources, and media in multiple different countries.
Shake my hand.
You're saying exactly. You're a coward that's betraying your brothers and sisters. That's what you are, bro. You're a coward betraying your brothers and sisters. If someone is going to accuse me of lying about the persecuted church, saying that we need to check our facts, I'm from Egypt, we need to check our facts, and then in the next breath admit that I'm telling the truth whilst trying to imply that I am giving misinformation, I am going to challenge them.
He knows better than I am interested in, when are you guys going on a date?
I'm not interested in giving him.
Because you look like you want to get in there. You just want to whisper like sweet nothing in his ear. Because you're very close, mate. Very close. The body language tells them all.
I can swing that way.
I hope not, but
ladies and gentlemen,
that's highly questionable.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I seem to have found every troll this week. And what can I say? A lot of them are Christians, sadly. A lot of them are Christians. But I want to point out to you that the cowardice that was displayed by that Coptic Christian, the utter cowardice displayed by him, dressed up as if somehow He's some kind of spiritual giant.
He wants peace.
Right?
You want peace.
He's betraying our brothers and sisters in Egypt.
You want peace.
What the Christian community needs in the Islamic world is a voice.
You want peace.
What they don't need is more people just ignoring their suffering and just ignoring their plight, ladies and gentlemen. So to the question, does the Bible teach us to be pacifists?
Yes, it does.
And could I get a bottle of water, please?
Jesus said
Could I get a bottle of water? Ladies and gentlemen, brother, I love you. I just want you to know, no hard feelings. Heckling is allowed in the park. You heckle me, I heckle Mansour, and Sam heckle me. So stop the heckling. If Sam doesn't heckle me, I give you my word, I will not heckle Mansour. You've got my promise.
Yeah.
Sam heckles me, I heckle Mansour. That's the deal.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go.
If with Socko, where you gone?
He's there.
If Socko,
Sorry, don't worry.
Yeah,
if Socko interrupts me,
yeah,
why should I then interrupt you?
Right. Why does Sam... this is the point. Mansour interrupted a conversation. The conversation between those two brothers. That's their testimony. It's on camera, brothers. Right. So Mansour, you know the four of us together, there were two Christians, Mansour and me, right? Those two Christians were talking on their own when Mansour interrupted their conversation. Right? So Mansour can't complain if someone also interjects in that conversation because Mansour did that. Do they allow it? And the brothers allowed me to take the conversation.
When Mansour, look, me and you were speaking, when Luca comes in, if we don't sense, then by default we're allowing Luca to be part of the conversation. If you or I take exception and say, Luca, mate, drop on, and it's just me. When Mansour or anyone comes in and they're allowed, and then we allow them to come in,
like the brothers do,
regardless of whoever, and that's fine.
Right, so
but if some of the participants don't
Okay, guys, this conversation has now moved to a whole other thing about interrupting and interrupters and whatever. It's boring me. I'm moving.
So when I see a film recording of you giving that conversation to Sam,
we are moving. There's a couple of people I actually want to talk to today. So I'm going to go and see if I can. I don't see him anymore.
Don't reject this shit.
Where is he?
That doesn't say that in the New Testament. Nowhere in the New Testament does it say that. No, it does not say that. Nowhere does it not say that.
Allah hides the level of the woman.
Okay, there. I'm not really sure what they're talking about.
How value we are in the eyes of Allah, you all want it to be a woman.
Muhammad says that your testimony is worth half of
You know why? You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because as you can see, a woman is emotional, right? So, a woman...
So your testimony is half.
I think I missed him. I think the big nose is left. He may have left.
Your prophet says that most of the occupants of hell are women. That's what your prophet says. Most people in hell are women. That's your
I don't see him. There is the big nose. YouTube. For this place. Just live stream. Okay. The big nose of London. The Bavarian man.
And both my Lord's hands are right. Now, by saying that, it doesn't mean that the Prophet ﷺ says that both of his hands. Because we don't say, for example, to Allah Jalla wa Ala, left or something. Because left is
it's just
to
the
be
same
known
old,
to be
same old.
something which is
Perfectly boring. And be holding court. I don't know where this guy is. He vanished without a trace.
Legitimate state. And they deserve a legitimate state. And why should it? Because there's nowhere else to go. There is nowhere else for Jews to go.
Except New York.
No.
We don't want to live under Biden. We'd rather live under Abu Mazen than Biden.
I say to you, unwilling to look at the state.
I'm going to have to find a way to squeeze into this place. Sorry.
Israel is doing very much seriously bad things.
The Jewish quarter. I'm not shouting. I was shouting at you. I thought you were the usual. No. I was shouting at you, and I think I'd be trying to. Yeah, no. But I can say that God, I'm surrounded by not you, but my lads about the same way. I'm surrounded by people. My people there. You're not one of them. I agree. You're listening to this clearly. You have a passion for people. I think that's my question to you is, knowing what Hamas did, knowing that they went in and they've still got a... What's the possibility of a third one getting destroyed? How do you... So it's a genuine question. You're clearly someone in the middle.
The third one is the Messiah. The Messiah will build. Once the Messiah comes, then he will build the temple. But we will need to make the ground ready for him to come. You see? So make everything ready for him. When he comes, what's the possibility of it getting destroyed again? We talk about the temple and Christ will make it. The Jews, they said when they build the temple. Talk about the Mahdi of Iran. It's same separate. That's separate. Because the Dajjal will come from Isfahan. Where is Isfahan? Iran. Rasulullah يخرج من إسرائيل 70,000 يهودي عليهم طائرة. The Yehudi are also going to convert to Islam. Isa alayhi salam, the real one will come.
So I'll give you an example. There were two million people we agree on that. And we've both seen the devastation, like the buildings, completely never. The UN has said that up to 60% of the buildings have been damaged or destroyed. Yet the death toll, if that were the case, should be 1 million, because there's 2 million, so half of 1 million, 2 million is 1 million. There should be 1 million dead or injured Palestinians, but there isn't. And the reason there isn't, I'm going to explain what I see when I look at the conflict. Israel lost its competitive advantage. It spent 3 weeks warning the people in the north to leave. It dropped leaflets from the sky saying, Hamas have fortified your city, we're coming in to rescue the hostages, leave, please leave, this is going to be turned into a war zone. I can't think of a more modern way to respond to someone coming in, invading and stealing your people, but not, if Israel wanted to just inflict as much harm as it could on the Palestinians, it wouldn't have given Hamas a 3-week head start. It would have went and just started bombing. It didn't. Can you give me another army that's ever done anything like that? Could you give me one army that's ever dropped leaflets from the sky warning civilians to leave because there's going to be a ground incursion? We didn't do that in Iraq. They didn't. Assad didn't do that. Like no one does that.
Carry full circle in Judaism. What I said is that Jews, Satan, cannot really live in peace. And we must ask ourselves the question: why, when anything happens in Palestine, why do people come up the streets there? But they didn't when they didn't when something like 1 million people died in Iraq. Yes, they didn't do it. They didn't drop the it's something that is to do with the fact that people in their hearts have a real problem with Judaism, which is a religion after all. Which is why I said to you, we must always distinguish Jews from Israelis. So we say we should talk about what Israel is, not about what you.
Israel is the Jews as a collective state.
It's too easy to slip into this Israel Jewish thing. We don't talk about
Do you think Israel's neighbor? Israel is the only non-Muslim state in the Middle East. The only non-Muslim state, and they're under threat because they're not Muslim state. If Israel, like British mandatory Palestine, was Jordan. Jordan was given to a family from Arabia, the Hashemites. There's no opposition to Jordan being under the Hashemites. No one's complaining about that. The reason the world is against Israel, certainly the Muslim world, is because it's Jewish. So being Jewish is a huge part of this. In Saud, he took it with the sword. Yeah, no, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I believe the reason there's such opposition to Israel is because it's Jewish. It is a Jewish state, the language is Hebrew, it's full, the majority population is Jewish, and I believe there's a quality.
Only when the Christ comes, then you should have a Jordan. Now 70% of the population of Jordan are actually... Why not? I was going to say 70%, you say 90%, but I know it's not. Now Abdullah II could do a great deal more and justice. And the fact is, look, I mean, Jordan were in the West Bank originally, 67, is working much better now. Jordan have got a key here that they won't use. Why won't they use it? I'll tell you why they refuse to use it. Look at this tonight. It's this thing called the right of return. The right of return is a nonsense. The right of return. My wife hasn't got a right to return to Uganda. Millions of people haven't got a right to return. They think that the houses are no longer there. But the United Nations are promoting that business, that everyone's got a right to return. And for as long as that sort of nonsense goes on and supporting the grandchildren of the original refugees, we will never get anywhere. Honoring these deep reform. But I have to say to Israel should look to itself as well. Israel could do much
Like say the Palestinians should have the right. You say Palestinians.
Oh no! The Palestinians should. No, I'm not saying that. The Palestinians are no longer a house, a home for people. There's something like 60 or 70 billion refugees across the world. Uniquely, it's only Palestinians not that right in return. Uniquely, you have to ask yourself why. What's the question? In my own way earlier, it's this problem that there is a real anti-Semitism which exists across the world. Now, where that comes from, I can guess where it comes from. It's a biblical thing. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's a nonsense. But I'll tell you what, if you were in trouble here, in this country, dangerous, this man here, I can tell you, I understand, you'd be going to Israel. Because there's nowhere else to go. So there has to be a two-state solution. Now, having said that, I sympathize very, very much with the Palestinians. And I tell you, Israel is doing wrong. Israel are a wealthy country. You could do much more in Gaza. It could be like a Singapore. It's right on the Mediterranean. It's beautifully situated in the Mediterranean. It could be a wonderful state. And there's so much I have to say to Israel.
As soon as when they say like we are the chosen people,
they could do much more. They could do much more help.
I don't want to shout at you, right? Neither of you want to shout. Like, no, I do want to talk to you. I don't want to shout at you. I want to learn from you. I want to ask you. Can I just ask you first?
Mr. Rabbi, please. Yeah, she'll be free. You believe in Allah.
It's not free, it's not for sale. It's not free, it's not for sale.
You have to make a peace with Palestine.
What were you saying?
A Jew, not Israel, which is adopted. He's not a Jew, but he's adopted. He says the Palestinians.
They launched them all last My family would choose that in Poland.
It's Holocaust Day was yesterday. And 6 million Jews died. And many, not Jewish families who have not lost
the state of Israel is not. It was created in 1948 by America.
So my family, I'll give you an example. My family came from Poland. I visited the village that my family used to
50 minutes.
live in.
I never graduated from Poland.
No, I have never.
And nor has anyone in the world. This is obviously we should never go to war.
Right, so you're a
I sense, as an elderly man now, I sense now that war's coming again. It's almost in the air. It's almost in the air. There's something about the way the world's going. Russia and Ukraine.
Because the alphabet J and the 14 are better now. Because now let's correct it. The alphabet J never made it until 1425.
They don't have the right. In the same way, I don't have the right to go to Poland.
Where you find you?
I've lost the right to go to Poland because Hitler came in and genocided my family there. Can you give me any other war where that happened? Any other war? There were so many wars, like India, Pakistan. The year before the creation of Israel, millions killed, millions displaced. They lost all rights to go back. No one who, like, a Hindu who was living in Pakistan has the right to go back and get their property. So, like, this is just how international law has always worked. Oh, no. Okay, I agree with that. It's just the way the world works. And any example where after 75 years, someone has been able to go back to a house with their grandparents.
He can only come from the line of his mother. No chance. No chance. So they will take the youth and them. They are not the same. Let's put it this way. They are not the same.
I'm talking about grandparents. Is that Palestinians to be a refugee on Earth, all you need to do is live there since 1994. If you were born grandparent on your father's side, they live there for 2 years, so you can become Iraq. They're a refugee. It's crazy.
That's exactly the point. The reason they lost citizenship, the reason that Tanzania, Lebanon, Jordan, Egypt, don't give them citizenship. That's one reason. Because of the United Nations have agreed they got the right in return. And until but they'll never return. So it'll never be resolved.
Why did they leave in the first place? So, genuine question. So Abu Mazen said that there's so it's partly true. It's partly true. Many fled a war, but they were encouraged by the Arab states. Abu Mazen famously said that the Arab leaders betrayed us. They forced us to emigrate and made us the Palestinians live in ghettos in their country. No worse than what they do. And so all.
And go and tell them you are not listening.
I agree. Demographics. But that only works in Lebanon, it doesn't work in any other Arab country. No, so the reason it works in Lebanon is Lebanon has a large Christian minority who don't want to see an even larger Muslim majority because of the previous wars. So that's why that argument only works for Lebanon. The real reason the other Arab nations have not given Palestinian citizenship is because they want to lock them into this perpetual state of being an eternal refugee so they can use it as
well, I agree with that.
That's all, Barnabas. I can see your message. What do you want? Do you want to do a live stream later?
Just a second.
Maybe it's a Jewish thing. Maybe Jews care about Jews more than Muslims care about Muslims. But let me explain. No, the reason I'm going to say that here, let me land before you. I'm responding to what he said. I don't believe that's the case. But what I'm saying is, in 1948, Israel was composed of refugees from Arab and Christian and atheist massacres, from the Holocaust, from the Baths, from these massacres. They were impoverished. The Jews fled these massacres and lived in tense and abject poverty. Yet they all had equality, and every single Jew that released in Israel, from any nation, no matter how impoverished, is given. Let me land. Is taken into absorption centres. There's infrastructure, welfare set up to help them emigrate. There's centres set up so they learn the language. Why is it when a Jew flees a war, they're given citizenship in Israel, but when a Palestinian, a Muslim Palestinian, flees to another Muslim nation, they're denied citizenship? Right. I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
And by the way, do we live in a world where there's always a solution? Because I can think of a host of problems. There's no solution. Exactly. All it's all in case, they have some solution. This is solution to this black crisis. My surname is simple answer.
Can I just finish that? So, two-state solution. In 1936, the Arabs were offered 96.5% British mandate in Palestine, and the Jews would have a state which was 3.5%, and they said no because that's too much land for the Jews. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, and 10 years later they went to war.
In 1948, they were Jewish, and they had they had all these small capitals. You're telling me that just because
if you keep launching wars, don't cry when you lose. Don't cry when you then lose that territory. Why? I tell you what, if you come and invade me from the Golan Heights, which is a mountain, start firing shells on my city, don't cry when I and take the land from you so you can't bring down missiles on my people anymore. You don't want to lose the territory, don't attack me. It's that simple. We will test. Every time you invade us, if you have a strategic position and you lose, we will take that land. And you know what? If you sit down and sign a peace accord with us, you get it back. All we care about is our survival. We don't want to take land, we just want to survive in our land. It's that simple. The Green Line was just a temporary peace line between Jordan and Israel. Yeah, it did. There should be an elimination of Hamas. They should surrender. They should give up the hostages, and then we'd have peace. The cowardly bats should leave their tunnels and flee to Gaza and flee to Doha. So then we will not rest. We will not rest until we will not rest until every hostage is free. If it was your daughter, if it's your granddaughter, you would expect the same. It will. We will liberate. We will free the hostages. I am a goy. Goy just means nation. So hopefully very few. Hopefully.
No, thousands died.
And that's on Hamas. And that is on Hamas.
No, it's also an Israel. Look, but there should be Israeli assistance. For God's sake.
So this is the thing.
Have a ceasefire. Try to get people.
We're not going to negotiate with Hamas.
Okay, let's do it.
No, but I mean, like, their objective is the genocide of the Jews. It's like, can the Jews have a peace treaty with Israel? Of course not.
I think it's
so we've took out 50 to 60%, and they've still got 40 to 50%. I'll tell you what I heard.
They don't hear me. The microphone has been working the whole time.
Someone has to say something. Someone's got to say.
I don't think the microphone's working, people.
Only Israel can make the rules now. Stop.
I'm going to give you my honest story. So in Europe, the Jews lived under the Christians. And when...
I don't think the microphone has been working.
And when they rose up and massacred us, be it in the Muslim world or the Christian
microphone
world,
has not been
we
working.
begged the international community to rescue us. We fled to the Ottomans. So it didn't matter. We had to rely on others. On October the 7th, they came into our country kidnapped us, murdered our women, and we responded, and we will crush Hamas. We will crush Hamas. But today, the community begs us to stop.
Guys, as you can
Hamas,
see,
never again.
everything's
Never
going
again
dark.
for a Jew means never again. When you murder us, when you kidnap Holocaust survivors, we will not stop until we free every last Muslim.
Yeah, damn. I can actually. I realized the mic has stopped working. It's only the microphone of the actual. Damn, all this bloody time.
But that's because Hamas are firing their rockets, their weapons. So in World War II, you could have taken the same approach, and there were already 6 million Jews, and every last Jew would have been slaughtered. Sometimes, in the face of
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
until you eliminate.
It's just the mic off the.
We crushed the Nazis. We denazified Germany, and please God, Be'ezrat Hashem, with help from God, we will denazify Gaza and we will crush Hamas.
Yeah, it is. It's just the microphone off the
death
thing.
toll is 20,000 as opposed to 6 million. Exactly.
Oh no, 6. I mean, where is this going from?
I wonder.
It's so simple. Hamas raised the white flag. The currently leaders made them Doha. It's so simple. This is how simple it is. You want the war to end tomorrow? Hamas leadership surrender, flee to Doha, leave Gaza, and release the hostages. Then complain to Hamas. It's that simple. The war would end tomorrow if they release the hostages. Anyway, please God, I don't know if you're an atheist, religious man, but please God.
Alright guys,
find peace,
I'm going to end this because it's getting dark. I'm going to get the hell out of here anyway. Got shit to do. Let me just quickly do one small experiment.
I'll tell you what, it's been taken over by religious people. This is cool.
Okay. I know, but the thing is, you guys can hear me through the microphone of the phone, not the actual mic that I've had set up. I was trying to change that.
Really, I'm no different from ISIS. I'm the same. I'm beheading children. I'm enslaving Yazidi girls. That's the same.
Yeah, bollocks to it. Okay, guys, big up, Alice. Okay, let me just see if I can get one more. Damn it. How's it going, Joseph?
I told my wife I'd come back when it's dark.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Right, mate, right, no different to ISIS, that's me.
You're an extremist, you're a radical. You're no better than ISIS.
I'm so extreme. I'm so extreme.
You're no better. You're no better. Let kids. Okay, for kids die. You're no better than ISIS.
Well done, you just
You're no better than ISIS.
Well done.
Say that again?
I said you just freed Palestine. Well done.
I'm not trying to free Palestine. I'm out here telling you what I think. I'm not trying to free Palestine. I'm not like a politician. I'm telling you what I think. You're a rubbish to me. You're a joker. Guess what my man tries to say? My man tries to say, oh, when you kill them, you're going to have to
Hello.
We'll never let you kill us again. What a radical. What a jihadi Jew. He's a jihadi Jew. Yeah, you're right. I'm not even know what you are.
Damn it.
You're right. You're right. I know.
1 week he's Jewish, 1 week he's a baseball player. I'm American.
Yep.
You don't know what he is. I'm just looking for a home.
I'm looking for a home of some, and I'm just going to take someone's home.
You're looking for a home. Yeah, you're looking for a home. That's what it is. That's why you lot are settlers. That's why. That's why you lot are
Exactly. If I don't steal it, someone else
for a home. You lot are just looking for a home. It's sad. It's sad. You don't have to blend in.
You lot oppressed us.
Because you lot oppressed us.
It's sad.
Because you man suppressed us.
It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad.
This professional guy in the paper saying, when you went there, you didn't get out. There's 3 guys over that you all people were in Israel at the time. The French left. So you don't want to.
Yeah, you too. I think we have the same enemies.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like
Everybody knows.
Standard narrative has hold.
صلوات محمد صلوات محمدي.
Standard narrative has hold. What do you say? Standard narrative has hold.
okay, it looks like guys, can you see me? Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up because I can't find the person I want to talk to. He must have left by now. And yeah, it's just getting dark and a bit loud. So yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Peace. Oh, like and subscribe and all that jazz shit. And also, could you please share this if you can? It helps the channel. Peace.